Welcome to today's class and happy International Women's Day. So for today's class, you might need 2 blocks, a strap and a blanket. We're going to get started in an easy seat. If you like to elevate your hips up onto a roll blanket just to keep them a bit higher than the knees. And the theme of today's class is going to be connecting to that divine feminine energy within, just in light of today being International Women's Day. So to get started, we're going to take Shakti mudra. So Shakti is the name of a Hindu goddess. She's the wife of Shiva. So another name for Devi, Shiva's wife. Shiva is a very important god in Hindu culture. He's one of the 3 main gods, and he's the creator of the universe. So in tantric ideology of yoga, the Shakti energy is believed to be more intuitive and a bit more powerful than the masculine Shiva energy. But as everything in yoga, we have the balance between yin and yang, effort and ease. We all have both masculine and feminine energy within. So today we'll be working maybe with like the sacral chakra energy, the creativity, and intuitive energy as well. So the third eye chakra. So getting started, we'll take Shakti mudra. Take your index and middle finger and bend them over your thumb. So your thumb's going to tuck in to your palms. And then bring the ring finger and the pinky finger together and press it together. Closing down the eyes here, stacking the shoulders up over the hips. We're going to take some seated cat-cows here. And on an inhale, fill up the lungs, hold the breath at the top. And then press your tongue to the roof of the mouth and forward to the backs of your teeth. And then begin to gently rock the spine, tucking the tailbone and sending it back, just like our cat-cows, with the breath held. Maybe not making it as dramatic with the head going all the way up, keeping the head in line. When you can't hold your breath anymore, whenever that point is reached for you, we're all different. Exhale and stop rocking. Come back to center and then inhale, fill it up again. Press the tongue forward. Just gently begin rocking. Waking up the spine. Waking up this Kundalini energy from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Believe that the spine wraps around our masculine and our feminine, Ida and Pingala nadis, and they meet at the top. Repeating the process. Inhale, fill the lungs, hold. Start your rock. And then exhale, release. When you're ready, release the mudra. Take the hands onto the knees. And this time, lock out the elbows and just take the same breath. Inhale, press the tongue forward. And then take the movement more into the upper spine, so the top of the chest. Noticing that when you lock the elbows, you can't rock quite steadily. Releasing when you need. Pausing, enjoying the ease, and then filling back up, pressing the tongue forward, taking those rocks. Just coming back to a place of stillness when you're ready, taking the inhales and exhales back out through, in and out through the nose. Noticing sensations, how the energy has shifted in the body. With each inhale, feel the rib cage expand in all directions. And with each exhale, feel everything retreat and recede. A few more breaths here. Maybe taking your awareness to the space between your eyebrows, your third eye center. With the eyes closed, maybe taking your gaze up to that space. Focusing here as you breathe. Inhale, filling up. And exhale, letting go. One more big breath in. And exhale, release. When you're ready, gently blinking the eyes open. Make your way to your tabletop position, moving your blanket or whatever prop you were sitting on off to the side. Coming to your tabletop on an inhale, the tailbone up and back. For cow, take the gaze up. And then exhale, curl everything under. For cat, pressing the earth away, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Moving with your own breath. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. Maybe closing down the eyes here, tapping into that sense of intuitive movement. Maybe adding hip circles, head circles. Not worrying about what it looks like, but tapping into how it feels. Switching it back the other direction if you were taking circles. And then taking the knees wide, big toes touch, press the hips back to the heels, coming to your child's pose. Forehead to the mat here. Maybe gently massaging the third eye space by rolling the head slightly from side to side or making circles. Again, tapping into that sense of intuition. And knowing that this is a pose you can come to at any time in the practice. Taking a moment here to set up an ujjayi breath if you practice with that, making constriction in the back of the throat as you inhale and exhale through the nose. So the breath sounds like the ocean. And taking a moment here to set an intention for your practice. A reason for coming onto the mat. Maybe an affirmation, something positive, present, tense, and personal. And if you're stuck, today we're going to use the words of intuition tied to that goddess Shakti in the Shakti mudras. Harmony and silence fill my being. Inhale, seal the intention, the affirmation into your being. Exhale. On your next inhale, lift the gaze between the hands, coming up through your tabletop just for a moment. Walk the hands forward, coming down into a sphinx pose. Palms face down, elbows under the shoulders. And imagine you're trying to drag the elbows slightly back towards the feet. Press into the tops of the feet so the kneecaps lift. Inhale, puff up the heart. And exhale, lower as you walk the hands out to the side of the mat, tent up onto the fingertips, coming up for cobra. Inhale and exhale, lower. Inhale, press into the tops of the feet. Exhale, lower. Option to get creative here, maybe adding circles. Inhale up right and exhaling down left. Getting the neck involved, switching it out. Inhale up to the left side. Exhaling down to the right. 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, bring the palms back underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, and on an inhale, press up to your high plank. Push the earth away, send the heels backwards, slight protraction of the shoulder blades, tailbone tucks to the heels. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knees, tilt the tailbone up, and then press the hips back to downward facing dog. Option to take 2 more like that. Inhale, lift the heels, dome the upper back, rolling forward, high plank. Exhale, generously bend the knees, tilt the tailbone up, and press the hips back to down dog. Last one, inhale, rolling forward, maybe closing down the eyes here. Exhale, knees bend, tailbone tilts up, pressing back to down dog. Keeping the knees bent in down dog as much as you need. Press into the fingertips, press down into all knuckles. Rolling the triceps down as the biceps roll up. One long straight line from the fingertips to your hips. Be taking any little movements you want here. Straightening one knee, bending the other. Maybe shimming the hips from side to side. Or maybe just finding stillness, closing down the eyes, synchronizing the breath. Coming back to that intention, either the one you set for yourself or the collective one, harmony and silence fill my being. On an inhale, lift the heels, tiptoe the feet towards the hands as you try and keep the hips high. Bending into the knees as much as you can, as you need, arriving in your forward fold. Opposite hand to opposite elbow, maybe swaying gently from side to side. Ragdoll. Releasing the hands, letting the head and the neck hang heavy. Nodding it yes, shaking it no. Feeling it nice release of the weight of the head from the neck. Inhale slowly. Tuck the chin into the chest, generous bend in the knees as you roll up to standing. Coming into Tadasana pose. First, soften the knees and just pivot from side to side, letting the arms sway. Loosening out and slowing down. Let everything come back to a standstill. Lifting all 10 toes off the mat. Slowly pressing them back down. Big toe, pinky toe back as the foot grounds. Inner arches lift. Press the thigh bones back, tailbone to the floor. Neutralize the pelvis. Knit the lower ribs in as the shoulder heads roll slightly backwards. Slight tuck of the chin, grounding down through the feet, rooting to rise. The energy comes out the top of the head. Inhale here, and we'll exhale to Om. Inhale to prepare. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch overhead. Option to add a little back bend, maybe hands come to the low back for support. And exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Bending the knees if you need. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands plant, step the left foot back. Lower the left knee, hands stay on the earth, gaze forward. Exhale, tuck the back toes. Right foot meets left, high plank. Lower the knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, slide forward, low cobra, press into the feet, elbows hug in. And exhale back to your child tabletop up to downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Lower the back knee, gaze forward. Exhale, tuck the back toes. Step the right foot to meet the left, halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, sweep the arms back up overhead. Option to add the little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Optional back bend. And exhale, keeping a flat back, fold to Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Right foot steps back, lower the back knee. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, left foot back to meet right. Inhale to prepare. And exhale, lower the knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale to low cobra, elbows firm in. Exhale back through child's pose, hips up and back to down dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, lower the left knee, gaze forward. And exhale, left foot steps to meet right, coming up to your halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, maybe at the back bend, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, optional back bend. Exhale, keeping a flat back, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, left foot steps back, lower the back knee. This time, sweep the arms up overhead, inhale. And exhale, straightening through that right leg to half splits. Option to use your blocks here as you find a little flow between those two movements, inhaling up and Vinyasa, hips forward and down, ground into the heel and the knee. And exhale, straighten through the right leg, flex the right foot. Draw that right hip back. Inhale, Vinyasa. And exhale, back, half splits. Inhale, coming forward, and Vinyasa last time. And to add a little back bend, taking mudra overhead. Index fingers point up. And then exhale, hands to the earth. Walk that right foot over to the right edge of the mat. Staying here, lizard. Or option to sweep the right arm up and back. Float the left toes towards the left glute. And catch that back foot. If they don't connect, just keep reaching, keep pointing through the left toes. Inhale. And then exhale, release. Right hand finds the earth. Heel toe, that right foot back a little towards the midline of the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift up to your lunge. Exhale, hips up and back, modified pyramid. Find a little flow here, option to use the blocks again, inhaling, low lunge. Exhaling, straighten, lift hips, modified pyramid. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale back, modified pyramid. Option to let the right toes float, drawing that right hip back. Last one, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, modified pyramid. From here, come back to your low lunge, plant the hands, step the right foot back to meet plank, take knees, chest, chin, or option for chaturanga, shift the shoulders past the fingertips. Exhale, bend the elbows 90 degrees, gaze forward. Inhale, roll over the toes, up dog. Little bend in the elbows, broaden through the collarbone. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale, release. Inhale, step the left leg through, lower the back knee, sweep the arms up and Vinyasa. And then exhale back, half splits. Option to use your blocks, or maybe take it arms free, adding more challenge to the balance. Inhale, and Vinyasa. Ground down through the heel of the front foot. Exhale, half splits. Draw that left hip back. Inhale, last Vinyasa, Kali mudra, add the back bend. And exhale, hands frame that left foot. Tuck the back toes, low lunge. And then straighten that left leg, hips up and back, modified pyramid. The little movements, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, modified pyramid. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hips up and back, left leg straightens, option to float the left toe. Inhale, back to your low lunge. And exhale, lower that back knee. Walk the left foot over to the left side of the mat. Lizard lunge, plant the palms. And inhale, sweep that left arm up and back. Find the back toes. Option to use a block here underneath that right hand to make space. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Hands frame that left foot. Step it back to high plank. Take your vinyasa anyway. Knees, chest, chin, or shift forward, chaturanga. Option to lower the knees as you bend the elbows, lowering down halfway. Inhale, up, upward facing dog, knees and hips lift. And exhale, hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift the heels, walk the feet towards the hands. Halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Exhale, bring the hands to interlace at the lower. Bend into the left knee, straighten the right. Let the hands drape over to the left as you take your gaze over towards your right shoulder. Inhale to center. And exhale, opposite side, right knee bends, left leg straightens. Gaze to the left shoulder. Inhale. Reach the arms up, keep the heel of the hands touching. Little bend in the elbows if you need. And exhale, release the hands, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up to standing. Exhale. From here, we're going to take circle chair. It's not really a traditional yoga posture, but just finding what feels good in your body. So bending into the knees, like standing cat-cows, lower down as the shoulders drape, and then tilt the back. So the tailbone tilts back, shoulders spread like cow back as you come back up. So curling down, thinking like cat, and then rounding back, bending back up. Moving with the breath, maybe closing down the eyes, and just allowing it to turn into whatever feels good in the body. Getting the head and neck involved, letting the arms drape around, tapping into that intuitive movement. Rinsing out through the spine and coming back to stillness when you're ready. Inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze at the fingertips. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Take your vinyasa, inhale to prepare. Exhale, lower. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep that right leg up and back. Exhale, curl it in, knee to nose. Press the ground away on the inhale, flex the right foot. And exhale, right foot, right thumb, lower the back knee. Inhale, sweep the left arm up and back first. Maybe it finds the calf or the hip for added support as you sweep the right arm up. Exalted Anjaneyasana. Exhale, right hand, left hand cartwheel to the ground. Tuck the back toes, lift the hips, modified pyramid. Straightening into that right leg. Inhale, walk the hands forward. Bend into the right knee and exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, ground into the right foot. Coming up to single leg Tadasana, hug that left knee in with the hands or keep the arms floating up. Exhale, bring the hands down to prayer. Cross the left ankle over the right knee as you bend into that right knee. Figure 4. Find a focus point in front of you. Ground into the big toe of that right foot. Inhale, come back up to your single leg Tadasana. Exhale, bring the hands back to prayer if they rose up. Send that right leg back behind. Bend into the left knee, the right knee. Take the left knee behind the right as you keep pointing your left toes, hugging that left heel towards the left glute. Bend into the right knee for Shiva squat. Staying here, or option to float the left hand to the ground as you twist the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, blocks are always there. If your balance is not with you today, take the hands back to prayer. Can you come back up to that single leg Tadasana? And then kick that left foot back, warrior three. Inhale, wrapping the left hip down, drawing the right hip back. Exhale, left toes find the earth. High lunge, maybe add the back bend, Kali mudra. And exhale, hands to the earth, modified pyramid. Inhale, bend into the right knee. Left hand plants, sweep the right arm up. Easy twist. Exhale, pinky side edge of both feet. Lower the hips. Maybe that right knee needs to walk back a bit in line with the right hip. And then inhale, press to lift the hips. Staying here, option to stack both feet. Side plank, stagger the feet, or lower the left knee to the ground for modified side plank. Choose your variation. Inhale here, and then exhale, right hand finds the earth. Come back to your downward facing dog. Option for your vinyasa or skip it. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sweep the left leg up and back on the inhale. Exhale, curl it in, puff up the back of the chest. Inhale, flex the foot. Exhale, left foot lowers. Lower the right knee. Sweep the right arm up and back to the calf or the hip. Left arm floats, exalted on Vinyasa. And exhale, hands to the earth. Back toes tuck, straighten front leg, modified pyramid. Inhale, walk the hands slightly forward. Bend into the left knee. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, rise up. Single leg Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart, cross the right ankle over left knee, figure four. Inhale, come back up. Keep the hands at the heart. Take your right knee behind the left. Hug that right heel towards the right glute as you send it over to the left side, bending into the left knee. Option to stay here. You can always tip the right toes down if the balance is going, or right hand to the earth, twisting open. Shiva squat, inhale back to center. Coming back up, single leg Tadasana. Right knee to chest. And exhale, kick it back. Warrior three. Squaring off the hips, inhale. And then exhale, right toes find the earth. A lunge, keep the arms in prayer and take Kali mudra back bend. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Straighten the left leg, modified pyramid. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Right hand plant, sweep the left arm up. Easy twist. And then exhale, pinky side edge of both feet. Hips drop, left arm reaches back. Maybe you need to sneak that left foot back more in line with the left hip. And then press into the left hand. The right hand, excuse me. Stepping to side plank, any variation. Inhale here. And exhale back to dog. Taking your vinyasa or skipping. Inhale forward, Exhale, lower. And inhale, up and back. So this is our flow. Now you know where you're going. We'll move a little bit quicker. Inhale here. And exhale, sigh everything out the mouth. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to that intention. Harmony and balance fill my being. Inhale, sweep that right leg up. Exhale, curl it into the chest. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, right foot lands, left knee lowered. Sweep the left arm back, right arm up. And exhale, hands to the earth. Modified pyramid. Inhale, walking forward, runner's lunge. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, rising up, single leg. And exhale, figure four, hands in prayer. Inhale, single leg, keep the hand. Exhale, left knee behind right. Hug left heel in. Shiva squat, bending into the right knee. Staying here, left hand comes to the earth as you open the right arm up. Inhale back to center, coming back to your single leg. And exhale, warrior three. Inhale, square off the hips. Exhale, left toes find the earth. Inhale up, adding the back bend. And exhale, modified pyramid. Inhale, bend the right knee, left hand turn, sweep the right arm up. And exhale, fall and lunge. Hips lower, right hand reaches back. Inhale, press the hips up, staying here, adding on your side plank. Any variation. Also option to take it to your wild thing here. Maybe lowering the hips first. Right foot comes behind left knee, and then pressing into that left arm to lift. Spiraling the chest towards the ceiling. And then exhale back to your down dog. Option to keep that right leg floating as you take your vinyasa. Meeting up in your downward dog. Coming back to the breath. Taking one cleansing breath in the nose and out the mouth. Moving to the left side, inhale, left leg lift. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, puff. And exhale, left foot grounds, lower the right knee. Right hand goes back, left hand reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Back toes tuck, modified pyramid. Inhale, runner's lunge, walk the hands forward. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, single leg Tadasana. And exhale, hands to heart, figure four. Inhale, keep the hands, right knee in. Exhale, sweep the right knee behind the left. Right heel hugging left. Staying here, or maybe the right hand finds the ground or a block as you sweep the left arm up. Inhale, come back to the squat. Coming back to your single leg Tadasana. And then exhale, warrior. Flex the back foot, inhale. Exhale, right toes. Sweeping the arms up. Low, high lunge with the back bend. And exhale, hands to the earth, modified pyramid. Inhale, left knee bends. Right hand plants, easy twist. And exhale, lower the hips, fall and lunge, sneak that left foot back as far as you need. Inhale, press into the right hand. Maybe staying here or stacking the feet for side plank, any variation. Or maybe left toes come down behind the right knee as you set up for a wild thing. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to down dog. Maybe keeping that left leg floating and taking your vinyasa. Pressing the hips up and back. Option for child's pose. Take 3 cleansing breaths here. In through the nose and out through the mouth. 2 more. Inhale. Come back to the intention. Harmony and silence fill my being. Let's flow one more time. Inhale, float that right leg up and back. Exhale, curl it. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lower down, exalted Anjaneyasana. Left arm back, right arm up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Modified pyramid. Inhale, runner's lunge to prepare. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, ground into the right foot. As you rise, single leg Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Figure 4, left ankle over right knee. Inhale, keep the hands, left knee in. Sweep it behind the right. Shiva squat. Staying here, option for left fingertips to meet the floor as right arm floats up. Coming back on the inhale, single leg. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale. Exhale, left toes to the earth. High lunge, adding the back bend. Inhale and then exhale, modified pyramid. Inhale, easy twist, left hand plants, right arm reaches up, right knee is bent. Exhale, fallen lunge. Inhale, side plank, any variation. And exhale, maybe taking it to your wild thing, right foot behind. And exhale back to your vinyasa. Meeting up in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg float. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, left foot ground. Right knee grounds, right hand back. Left arm up, exalted Anjani. Exhale, left and right hand ground, back toes tuck. Modified pyramid. Inhale, runner's lunge to prepare. Bend into the right knee and exhale. Knee to chest. Inhale, single leg Tadasana. Right knee in. Exhale, hands to prayer. Right ankle over left knee. Figure 4. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale, sweep it behind the left. Shiva squat. Keep pointing through the right toes, right heel to right glute. Option to lower the right hand and open. Inhale, back to your Shiva squat, back to your single leg Tadasana, and exhale, warrior 3. Little bend in the left knee if you need. Inhale, exhale, right toes find the earth. High lunge, adding Kali mudra, back bend on the inhale. And exhale, straighten left leg, modified pyramid. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Right hand plants, left arm sweeps, easy twist. Exhale, pinky side edges of both feet, lower the hips, left hand reaches back. Inhale, press into the right hand. Take it to your side plank anyway. Maybe left toes find the earth, coming to your wild thing. And then left hand comes back, taking your vinyasa any way you like. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. And exhale, lower the knees, keep them hovering. Maybe closing down the eyes here. Inhale. And exhale, let the knees ground. Untuck the toes. Hips come back on the heels. Keeping the eyes closed. Maybe come back to that mudra from the beginning. Thumbs tucked in. Index, middle finger folded over as ring and pinky press together. Shakti mudra. The goddess of life. Coming back to those words of intuition, harmony and silence fill my being. Coming back to the breath. Walking the hands back to the top of the mat. Opening the eyes or maybe keeping them closed if that feels okay. Lifting the hips up and back to downward facing dog. From here, lift the heels. Tiptoe the feet to the top of the mat. Arriving in your forward fold. Bending into the knees if you need. Inhale here. Peace fingers around the big toes. Straightening through the arms. And exhale, fold. Garudasana. Inhale to come up halfway. And exhale, folding over. Last one, inhale halfway. And exhale, fold. Staying here for a breath. Inhale. And exhale, release the thumbs from the foot, big toes. Come up halfway. Plant the hands. Step the left foot back. Lower the left knee to the ground. Inhale here. And exhale, walk the right foot over to the long edge of the mat. Staying up here for lizard lunge. Option to stay up here, option to use your blocks to create more space. Or option to take it all the way down to the forearms, right forearm first, then left. Option to use blocks if you're somewhere between. Closing down the eyes here. Maybe playing with that right foot, letting it roll onto the pinky side edge, or maybe keeping the big toe grounded. Finding what feels better in your body. Coming back to the breath. On your next inhale, come back up onto the palm. Take your right hand onto your right thigh. Stay here with both hands as you float the left heel towards the left glute. Stay here, or option to reach the left hand back to find the pinky side edge of that left foot. Option to stay here, or maybe right hand joins, or right hand sweeps up. Keep sending the hips forward and down. Inhale. And then exhale, release the hands. Send the hips back over the left knee as you straighten that right leg to half splits. Again, use the blocks to create space. Inhale, exhale, fold. Drawing that right hip back, flexing into the right toes, grounding into that right heel. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. Maybe finding stillness, or maybe continuing those little pulses with the breath. Staying here, if you want to move towards full splits, using your blocks, press into the hands. Press the hands into the blocks as you tuck your back toes, and on an inhale, begin to slide that right heel forward, lifting the left knee, lowering down wherever is comfortable. Maybe closing down the eyes here, coming back to your breath, coming back to that sense of intuition, intuitive movement. Keep working with drawing that right hip back, keeping the pelvis neutral and square to the top of the mat. Flexing into the right foot. Making sure the back knee is pointing straight down. Using the breath to tell the body it's safe to be here. And on your next inhale, press into the blocks. Slide the right heel back about a third. Pause for a breath. Inhale and exhale. Slide it back another third, pausing. Inhale, exhale. And then slide it back so you can ground into that right foot, bend into your right knee, tuck the back toes, keeping your blocks, walk them forward as you press into standing splits. So float that left leg up, keep it active and engaged, so point, flex, or float that left foot. If you don't activate it, it's going to be much heavier to lift it, so keep it engaged. Draw the left hip forward as you press the right thigh bone back. Little bend in the right knee if you need it. Inhale here. Exhale, taking the hands on your blocks wide to use them to press your upper body towards the right leg. Inhale, coming up halfway. Left hand grounds. You can use a block here as you bend into that left knee, reaching back with the right hand to catch the right foot. Bound half standing split. Keep sending that left knee to the sky. And if you don't have the back bind, just keep reaching. You're actually working harder when you don't have the connection. Inhale here. And then exhale. Release back to your standing splits. Left foot finds the earth. Coming through low lunge. Heel toe that right foot to the left side of the mat. Right knee lowers, setting up for your half pigeon pose. Flex into your right foot. Check the right knee is out wider than the right hip. Option to pad under that right glute with a blanket or a block if it's lifted a lot. Inhale and exhale, staying upright. Take the gaze over your left shoulder. Check that that back foot is nice and straight. Take the gaze over the right shoulder. Feel that squaring action in the hips. Trying to keep that option here to use your strap, sweeping the arms up overhead in a Y shape. If you don't have a strap, you can just reach the arms up. Or if that's too intense, just staying with the hands on the earth or even on your blocks. Inhale and exhale. Pressing into the front shin. Option here to maybe slide that right heel closer to your left hip if you want to play with mermaid or full king pigeon. Float the left heel in as you hook the left hand around. Option to use your strap here. If you have the foot, can you hook it into your left elbow? Now, if you need to balance, maybe bring that right hand onto the right thigh, staying here. Or option to float the right arm up and over, connecting with the left behind the head. Again, using a strap will create more space. Or if you have a strap, option to play with the full variation of the pose. Take a loop in the strap. Turn to the right to create that squaring action of the hips. If you turn to the left, you're going to lose that. So float the left heel in. Turn right, hook your strap like lasso around the back foot. Use one side of the strap in each hand. Press into the right shin as you bend the elbows, walking the hands towards the foot with the strap. Keep trying to encourage the foot towards the head. Inhale, and then exhale, release the strap. And from here, folding into your sleeping pigeon. Completely releasing now, letting go of any tension in that right jaw. Option to stay up on the forearms, on blocks. Option to add a blanket under the forehead. Again, massaging maybe through that third eye space. And coming back to your intention. Our words of intuition, harmony and silence fill my being. From here, coming up, walking the hands back towards the hips. Send the weight over onto the outer right hip. Bring that left knee in line with the left hip, bending in a 90-degree, kind of like a deer pose on the left leg. An option to straighten that right leg out in front. Staying here, staying upright, maybe bringing the hands back behind and leaning slightly back. Maybe squaring yourself off so you're facing the open part of your legs, folding over, or maybe folding over that front leg. So again, choose the option that feels best in your body. Maybe try each one a couple of times and then pick your adventure. Coming back to the breath. On your inhale, slowly rise up. If you were folded, coming back to center, let that left foot sweep over the right knee. Option to keep that right leg out straight or to bend it back again. Setting up for half Lord of the Fishes. Use your right forearm to hug that left knee in. Can you ground down through that left sit bone? Staying here, option for that left hand to find the earth behind the low back. Reach the right arm up and across, right elbow outside of left knee as you twist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, add length. Reach the crown of the head up, using this back arm almost like another spine. And exhale, twist. Inhale, release the head and the neck first. And exhale, take the hand over to the right side, just folding over as a counter twist. Inhale, take the hands back to the top of the mat. Step forward, hands plant. And just step yourself back to your downward facing dog. Noticing the difference between both hips. After all that work on the right side, you're going to even it out now with the left. Step the left foot forward. Lower the back knee down. Untuck the back toes. Staying here, hands come inside that left foot. Walk the left foot over to the long edge of the mat. Lizard lunge. Inhale and exhale. Coming down onto the forearms. Left forearm, then right. Using blocks if you need. Playing around with opening and closing that left knee. Rolling onto the pinky side edge of the left foot or grounding through that left big toe. Finding your variation and closing down the eye. Extending the crown of the head forward, collarbones forward. Coming back to your breath. Inhale, slowly walk the hands back towards the hips, taking that left hand up onto the left thigh, right hand joins. As you float the right heel towards the right glute. Option to sweep the right hand back to the pinky side edge, encouraging that right heel towards the right glute, but using the strong leg muscles more than pulling with the hand. Maybe left hand joins, or maybe the left hand floats up, or maybe it stays where it is, you choose. Sending the hips forward and down. And then exhale, release the back foot slowly with control. Hands find the earth as you straighten that left leg for half splits. Right hip is stacked over right knee. Draw that left hip back. Flex the left toes. Ground into the left heel and right knee. Maybe finding stillness or adding little pulses, halfway lifting and folding with the breath. Staying here, maybe you want to play with your full splits. If you did it on the other side, for the sake of evenness, please also do it on this side. On an inhale, start to slide that left heel forward as you tuck the back toes, lifting the back knee, finding your edge. Pressing into the block. Closing down the eyes. And again, here, just taking your awareness to this side compared to the other without judgment. just inquiring into your own body. You all have one side that's a little stronger, one side that's a little more flexible. Maybe they're the same, maybe they're opposite. Just allowing yourself to discover, to inquire into your own body. Keep trying to draw that left hip back, right hip forward to square the hips to the top of the mat. Pressing into the blocks on your inhale. Slide that left heel back a third of the way. Pause for a breath. Coming back another third. Inhale and exhale. Coming back all the way, rebending into that left knee. Left foot plants, tuck the back toes using the blocks. Lift the right leg up for half standing split. Keeping the blocks or else hand comes to the earth. Little bend in the left knee. Active through the lifted leg. Again, squaring the hips here. So right hip draws forward, left thigh bone presses back. Going for the bind. Left knee comes behind, right knee comes behind the left as you sweep the left hand up to catch the right toes, and then folding back, right knee to the sky. Option to stay in your standing splits. If you have the bind, inhale, and then exhale, release the right leg to your standing splits, folding deeper. Inhale, and then exhale, right toes find the earth. Sitting up for your half pigeon pose on the left. Flexing the left foot, left knee outside, left hip. Checking that that right foot's nice and straight. Gazing over the right shoulder. Taking the gaze over the left shoulder, feeling that squaring action in the hips. Keeping it padding underneath the left glute if there's a lot of space. Staying here, option to use your strap or just sweep the arms up into a Y shape. Inhale, exhale. One more breath here. Exhale, release the strap. Again, option to play with the variations, maybe floating the back foot in, hooking it into the elbow, sweeping the left arm up to connect for mermaid pose, keeping the hips and shoulders squared forward. Option to play with the full variation of king pigeon by taking the strap over to the left side, lassoing into the foot. Each side of the strap in an opposite hand. As you bend the elbows, walk the hands back your strap. Encouraging foot towards the head, grounding into the left shin to lift. Inhale, then exhale, release to the fold, walking the hands forward, maybe staying on the forearm, maybe coming all the way. Again, options to massage through that third eye space if it's connected with the mat, or if the elbows are down, maybe bringing the hands to prayer and the thumbs to the third eye. Softening now, letting go of any clenching in the left jaw, the left temple. Coming back to the intention. Harmony and silence fill my being. On an inhale, start to walk the hands back towards the hips. Remove any block from outside the left hip as you shift the weight onto the outer left hip, bending that right knee 90 degrees. Straightening the left leg out in front. Setting up, either folding towards the middle. Hands come behind as you lift the chest. Or folding over that left leg. Now again here, noticing the difference between sides. Trying to take the same variation, but maybe a different variation feels better on this side. Inhale here. Exhale. On an inhale, rising back up to center. Sweep that right foot outside the left knee. Option to keep the left leg straight or bend the left knee and bring it back by the right glute. Grounding down into that right sit bone. Hug the right knee towards the chest with the left arm staying here, or right hand finds the earth. Inhale, left arm up, left elbow outside right knee as you take your gaze over your right shoulder. Keep trying to ground through that right sit bone. Keep trying to square the hips to the top of the mat as you inhale. Crown of the head reaches tall. Exhale, find a little more depth in the twist. One more breath in here. Using that hand like an extra spine to create length. And exhale to depth. Inhale, release the head and the neck first. And exhale, sweep the hands over to the left side, folding over. Inhale, come back up through center. And exhale, unravel, taking the soles of the feet together for Konasana, butterfly pose. Heels closer to the glutes. Will be a little more sensation. Heels slightly further away, be a little less. Option here to elevate the hips too. So again, finding what feels the best in your body. Hands come around the feet, pressing the soles of the feet together. Just gently start to flutter the knees like butterfly wings. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here, and then exhale, slowly lowering all the way back to the mat. Keeping the butterfly feet, finding Supta Konasana. Inhale and exhale. Option here to take a twist or any other pose that's calling to you, maybe shoulder stand or plow. That's all right in your shoulders and neck. Maybe a happy baby. Or maybe staying in this Supta Konasana shape for your final resting pose. Of course, option to take the traditional variation with the legs straight out. Inhale here and exhale. Sigh everything out. Two more like that. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, letting go. Last one, inhale. Exhale, release. Letting go of any holding anywhere in the body. Toes, soles of the feet. The ankles, knees, and hips. Releasing all the muscles around your seat, the low belly, Feeling all the points of contact with the mat. Heels, calves, thighs. Upper back. Backs of the hands, forearms, elbows, backs of the arms. Feeling the shoulder heads roll towards the earth. Letting go of any clenching in the jaw. Tongue hangs heavy in the mouth. Feeling the cheeks pull towards the earth. Unfurling the third eye center, the space between your eyebrows. As you give yourself permission to simply just be here now. And when you're ready, slowly start to take your awareness back into your physical body. Making small movements with the head. Bringing the tips of the fingers to the thumbs. Small movements with the toes, working up into the ankles and the wrists. Your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Bring the big toes to touch. Do a big morning stretch. Exhale. Let everything go. Inhale, hug the knees into the chest. And exhale, roll onto your favorite side. Making a pillow with the upper arm, pausing here in the fetal position. The same position you entered the world. And prepare to re-enter the world after your yoga practice. Just leaving you here with a quote. Continuing on with our divine feminine theme. Shiva's tribute to Shakti. With thee, I can create all things, but without thee, I am powerless. When you're ready, pressing your way back up to your easy seat. Keeping the eyes closed, you're softening the gaze when you arrive. Stacking the shoulders over hips, crown of the head reaches tall. Taking a moment here to notice what shifted or changed from the beginning of practice. Your inhale, sweep the arms out. Bring the palms to touch overhead. And exhale, drawing them down past the third eye center, down to the heart. Bowing the head to the wisdom of the heart and lifting the heart to the head. As always, a moment of gratitude for this practice, this life, this body. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you on your yoga journey today. It's a joy and a privilege. The light and love in me sees and honors the light and love in you. Namaste.